Hi everyone, welcome back to Eden's Secrets. So here we are. What I am doing here is I'm making one of my soaps, and rather than show you me pouring it into the mould, which I have done before a few times, and I will do that again, I just thought I'd show you the piping stage on this one. And this soap is called Sugar Queen. It's a delicious, fabulous feminine fragrance, and just it really is another gorgeous smell. Quite a while ago you might have seen me cutting this with Josephine. I'm going to try and pipe without you getting my elbow in the way. Can't really see what I'm doing there, but
I understand that. I really understand it, but you can only do what you can do.
Everybody has a sales idea.
now I don't know about anyone else. I know some people can pipe on top of a soap that's already saponified, like the day after, but for some reason I can't pipe onto a soap that's already come out with a mould and been cut, because the top, the bit that you pipe in on, doesn't adhere to the bottom. So I would always suggest the sooner you pipe onto the base the better, as long as the base is solid enough to take the weight of the piping on the top. This bit is where you hope you've saved enough mixture to pipe all three exactly the way you want to pipe them. And I always decorate the top of this. Really, I could do with some crowns, because it's called Sugar Queen. I could do with some crowns, but I actually decorate this, the top of this, with hearts. Just put a bit more mixture in my bag. I think we should be okay with the right amount. And what I do with my soaps is, once the lid's on, I literally just put it away and forget about it, and I'll open it up tomorrow at least 24 hours later. There's no rush really to get them out of the moulds. I could unmould them quicker than that, but I won't, and we'll come back tomorrow and cut them. Bit awkward going over to this one because I don't want to be in the way. I also just want to let you know that the rose heart that I made, I think I'm only gonna, tomorrow I'm literally only gonna have about 4 of those left. So if you want to get an order in quick for those, because they're going to be gone soon. I'm a bit gutted because I love the photograph that much. I don't really want to take it off the website. But it'll have to go unless I make one more batch. Like Valentine's isn't even here yet, really, is it? I am really liking piping with the bag now. The old bags I had, the mixture used to seep through the fabric after you'd piped, you know, for a certain length of time. But these new ones don't do that. So that was another reason I like to use the ketchup bottle. But I'm a lot happier with the bag now. After all this time, 2 years using those ketchup bottles, but they're not easy to find, those ketchup bottles. The ones I had, they were 32 ounce, the first ones I had, but I never could find them again. So I've just got my heart in here, and we're just gonna, I can't really unmold those that way around. And I've had these in the fridge. It makes them nice and hard because they're not very thick. They look a bit silly when they're thick, to me anyway. They look a bit silly when they're thick, pushed into the loaves. And so if you leave them in the fridge for quite a while, they're nice and hard and they come out perfect. And these are literally just silicone ice cube molds. So that's all the hearts popped out, and we're just gonna pop them in to the soap mold. Into the soap, I mean. Now I'm just guessing where they go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 slices in each loaf. So I'm just making sure that I don't end up with a wasted bit. I hope you can still see what I'm doing. Now, if you want to, you can put marks on the edge of your mould so that you get them in the right place. And even as much practice as I've had and other soap makers have had, it's not easy to get them exactly where they should be, because when you cut your loaf, for me, especially for me, it's different if you want to do different prices for different size slices, but I want all my slices to be more or less the same size and the same price. And if some are bigger than others, if someone receives an order, and again, it's hard, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's hard to get every slice exactly the same. So they might get an order with bigger slices and smaller slices. So I hope people understand, as long as you get a minimum of 150 grams in each slice, which is 5 ounces, then that's what your money's paying for.
After watching Susan stay with her fans well over the allotted time, I finally began to realise what success had brought her.
And if you get a slice bigger than that, then it's a bonus. And I wish we could get our ingredients and everything cheaper in the UK, but unfortunately they're a lot more expensive. And that's the way it is. And even if we buy from the States, it still costs a fortune to ship them. So that's that. I'm just going to sprinkle this with glitter. And this is just the iridescent glitter. I think it's called fairy dust. And this is the bigger granules. It's not the super fine, but it is fine. There you go. Now we just need the lids. And again, this is another problem, that when the middle of the mold warps, it's impossible to get the lid on properly. So these, they just click on either end. I don't tend to do that because they just pop straight back off. And sometimes it's even hard to clip them down on either end. And that is Sugar Queen, ready to go and saponify overnight. We'll unmold this tomorrow, so you won't have to wait till tomorrow, because it'll be in on the end of this video, coming right up. Next up, we've got mint choc chip. That's the one I'm doing next. And then I think I've made all of my cold processed cream silk soap slices, and I'm probably going to start on my new style of loaf soaps. Not new styles, just new designs and new scents as well. So there you go. Hope you went well. I don't need to say bye-bye for now. I'm not going to say bye-bye for now, because I'm coming right back in just a second with the cutting of Sugar Queen. See you in a minute. So here we are. This is Sugar Queen, all cut and ready. Well, not quite ready to go, obviously it needs to cure. So love the design. It's turned out awesome, the swirl, and it smells absolutely delish, this one. And I'm going to do a fragrance description in this video. Keep meaning to do one and then I forget. But again, this is a yummy scent. I wouldn't call it a bakery scent. It's definitely more a perfume. But it is a yummy smelling perfume. And it starts out with top notes of blackcurrant, mandarin, bergamot and orange blossom, just absolutely delish. And then we've got middle notes of pink jasmine and tea flower, with vanilla, toffee and sandalwood as the bottom notes, and that's what gives it the yumminess. It's funny because this is a scent I actually just couldn't get away with well over a year ago, and I thought I really wanted to persist with it because I did want to love it like everyone else loved it. So I made a cupcake bath bomb with it, and I just thought, yeah, that really works. And so I thought, how can I make it into a soap so that it doesn't discolour? And I thought, well, if I go for pink and brown, we're going to be okay. So hope you like the background as well. We've got a pink background this time. I've got lots of handmade wrapping papers, and that's what I've got on the wall there. So there you go. That is Sugar Queen.